Chapter 17. All falls down. The crush of people surging towards you is the only thing that stirs your limbs to move. You grab Sonya and fly above the mass of press and socialites, making your way to the nearest window. As you crash outside, the implications of what just happened begin to settle in. Prodigal has ruined you. You'll never have your big moment, the one where you reveal your true identity as a legend. You'll never be able to redeem the Reaper name. Not now. Not after this. How could this have even happened? All you can think is that Prodigal must have gotten your personal information out of Toronto Rain before Prodigal did what she did to her. You still can't quite allow the concept to form in your brain. It might make it real. You might not have liked or trusted Toronto Rain very much, but that doesn't mean she deserved to die. But then, something else strikes you. Toronto Rain should only have known about your Sterling identity. How could she have known about your Reaper identity? Did she somehow put it together from your brunch with Jenny? Stop, you tell yourself. The only thing that matters at this moment is I need to find Prodigal now. With Ginny on her way to find Grandma, you have to focus on solving this problem at its source. Prodigal must be stopped. The ineffable, I can't thank you enough for choosing to save me. I will always have your back for that, Sonya says, pulling you back to reality. But I should get to my office. Maybe I can do some damage control with the press, cast some doubt over Prodigal's claims. Doubts, rather. You start to respond, but Sonya cuts you off. I can get there on my own, and I'll make sure to have protection. If I learn anything useful about Prodigal, you'll be the first to know. You nod, grateful for Sonya's dizzying pace. Now go get that bitch, Sonya says before vanishing from sight. You try to pull yourself together, but it doesn't help when you catch a glimpse of a nearby jumbotron that displays Mayor Victon's hollow image, addressing the public. Not yet sure how this heinous murder was allowed to happen, he says, but we're certainly going to bring the so-called hero of the inevitable in for questioning. This is exactly the kind of amateur irresponsibility that Millennia City must begin to... You turn away and tune out, not having time to focus on anything with your next move. You take a deep breath and try to stem the tide of panic that wells up inside you, harnessing the adrenaline coursing through your body. It might be time to ask for help. I need to work alone now. You're not dragging anyone else into this mess. Period. You need to finish this on your own. At least that's what you think, until Chip J2 appears with a call from Jenny. You hold your breath and answer the call, more nervous than you've ever been. Jenny, is everything... I'm at your place with your grandma, Jenny says, causing you to finally exhale with relief, until you hear that Jenny's voice is shouting over a din of explosions. We need you to get here, The line goes dead. Your blood runs cold. Someone is attacking the two most important people in your life, right this second. You're in the air before you even realize it, flying faster than you ever have before. All attempts to call Jenny during your flight have failed, but you can already see your apartment building coming into view. Next thing you know, you're crashing through your living room window, and it's chaos. All around you, Grandma's plants battle swarms of pool killer robots. DeMilo snaps a tentacle arm in two before another pool killer hacks through her stem. You look toward the door and see that Gun Metallia has already gone on to the light. No! Not Metallica! Forcing that image from your brain, you scan for Grandma and Ginny and find them huddled in a corner, protected by a thick wall of vines and branches. Pool killers converge on the spot, attempting to break through the leafy barrier. You watch as a vine swings away, giving Ginny a chance to fire her gun at an approaching pool killer. Without thinking, you blast the pool killers away. I'm an aggressive person. You begin to blast the pool killers with precision shots. You're so enraged the robots don't stand a chance. Within a minute, they're all on the ground, convulsing with purple sparks. Once the pool killers are down, you rush over to Grandma and Ginny. We're all right, Jenny says, though she looks like a mess. Her gown is ripped up the side, and she bleeds from a small cut on her cheek. I got here just in time. I could have handled these toys on my own, Grandma says, brushing herself off, though it appears as if I have some replanting to do. Grandma tries not to show it, but as she looks over the sliced and charred remains of her indoor garden, you know her heart is breaking. We should go. Now, Jenny says. It isn't safe here anymore. Yes, you say, already moving toward the door. Do we think this was Prodigal or the Splice Circle? It was Prodigal, you hear someone say. You spin around to find Toronto Rain standing in the center of the room. Holy slugger, you're alive, you shout, indescribable joy flooding through you. Prodigal must have faked the death scene. You knew it couldn't be true. No thanks to you, Tarana Rain says, tears sliding down her face. You left me to die, all to ensure your glorious rise to fame. You have no answer to this. Tarana is right. Well, good thing the joke is on you, she says, looking away. Before you can contemplate what that means, Prodigal suddenly blinks into existence behind Tarana Rain. You instinctively raise your hands to blast her away, until Prodigal holds a gun to Tarana's head. Oh, hi, everyone, Prodigal says, smiling wildly. My dear Miss Rain, so good to see you again. She said she'd kill my parents if I didn't do what she said, Tarana says, ignoring Prodigal. Looks like I was right not to trust in your loyalty, wannabe. You, Ginny, and Grandma all stare speechless. Your brain feels as if it's stuck in syrup, moving too slowly to keep up. I knew it. You never trusted Tarana Rain to begin with, but Grandma made sure there was nothing you could do about it. And now you seem to be paying the ultimate price. Yes, Miss Rain was rather stubborn about the whole thing, but she played along well enough, Prodigal says, stroking Tarana's hair with her gun. And I must say, Grandma Reaper, you do make a mean brunch. I forced Tarana Rain to bring me as many leftovers as she could scrounge. You hear Prodigal's words, and it's too much. Everything is wrong. All wrong. Looks like I have some explaining to do, Prodigal says, producing a golden locket out of thin air. Let's go somewhere a bit more private to chat, shall we? You and Ginny push forward at the same time, but it's too late. The room falls out from under you. Well, that happened. That was pretty fast. But I was totally vindicated, everyone. You see? Didn't fucking trust her. Fucking knew it. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Aha! Grimith wins.